Okay, another WrestleDiary, the one of the last of the New Japan Pro Wrestling G127 Climax Tournament thing. Can we talk about days 15 and 16? I'll try and really rattle through these quickly because I got to get cracking with day 17 and 18. It's a lot of wrestling. It's a lot of wrestling. Did I say that already? I think I said that already. Day 15, Yuji Nagata versus Zack Sabre Jr. 4.25 stars out of 5. Love this one. It was really great to see Zack Sabre Jr. going up against someone who had basically accounted for most of his submissions. Like, in the early going, he was trying to catch Nagata out with all the stuff he would catch other people out with ordinarily, but Nagata had like an answer for everything, and you could tell the experience, and it was just a really damn cool match. Really built to a nice finish, which saw Nagata winning a match. Holy shit! It was awesome to see him actually get a win, I have to say. I think he deserved it. I would have been fine with him losing every single one, being his kind of farewell tournament. But he's put over enough people, and I think that it was the right move to give him a win. I doubt he'll win his final match against Fale, but yeah, really, really good match that went just a bit further, because I thought that it was a match that played very well into Zack Sabre Jr.'s strengths as well. So it just worked all around. Yoshihashi versus Kota Ibushi. Yoshihashi again, I keep saying it. He feels like someone who is kind of cheated on the exam. He's got all the right answers, but does he really know it? Like, I just don't buy him for some reason. There's just something that doesn't connect, that doesn't click all the way. But Kota Ibushi was stand out in this match. You know, he makes anyone look better. And again, Yoshihashi, he's really good. He really is. And with the right opponent, he can have great matches. And this was a really solid, decent match that was just a bit better than, you know, 3.5 star matches. You know, it was really Ibushi's, you know, workings, I think. Like, there's just some really great stuff from Ibushi in this match. And again, Ibushi, again, much like his loss to, not his loss, when he beat Nagata, he was very respectful to him afterwards, and he did the same to Yoshihashi, so that was quite nice to see too. Bad Luck Fale versus Hiroki Goto, 3.25 stars out of 5. Good match, you know, some really good stuff, hard hitting. You know, Goto's really good, Fale's really good. It was what it was. Tetsuya Naito versus Togi Makabe, 3 stars. I honestly don't know if at this point it's my own fatigue that's playing into my lesser enjoyment of some of these matches, where I've just been watching so much wrestling that it's kind of just washing over me, and I'm not really taking it in as much as I should because I'm watching so much at once. But it was just, you know, just above middle of the road, you know. Some good stuff. Didn't feel too remarkable, so... yeah, and then the main event of that day was Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Tomohiro Ishii, 4.25 stars out of 5. Just top match, some fantastic stuff in this. I love both these guys, particularly Ishii. They worked really well together and had a really, really good match. So there we go, day 15. Day 16, open up with Tama Tonga versus Satoshi Kojima, 3.75 stars out of 5. I really liked this one. I think when Tama Tonga's taking it seriously, he's really damn good. And in this match, again, he was kind of, you know, he was getting chopped in the corner, and he's like, ah, ah! And it's like, yeah, you're kind of weakening it a bit there. I don't know what you're doing, man. I think that, I guess I was saying in the last video that he was brought down to Yano's level with doing the comedy stuff, but it seems like he enjoys doing the comedy stuff in serious matches too, which is a bit weird. Doesn't seem to fit his character to me, but alright. But still, I really enjoyed the match quite a bit. Kojima's really, really fun to watch, and Tama Tonga, you know, I do quite like him, and it was really fun to see him finally hit that cutter move for the first time, like, without having to have it reversed in 13 different variations beforehand. Juice Robinson versus Yano. I was thinking, oh, Juice has shaved his beard, and he's got his dreadlocks down now. It's a bit of a different look, but okay. And we go along in the match. They both go into the ring, and that was quite a fun spot. They both get back in the ring at like a 19 count. Yano ties up Juice's dreadlocks to the barricade, and I thought, that's probably why he had his hair down. And I was really quite impressed because it looked like he proper tied it in a knot, and Juice was really struggling to get the knot open, and he managed to untie his hair and get back in the ring at the 19 count. So that was kind of a fun spot. And there's a bit more of a you know, back and forth, some actual moves going on in a Yano match, not as much trickery. And of course Juice wins in a few minutes, so 3 stars, you know, decent, you know, for a Yano match, not that bad at all. Then we had Evil versus Michael Elgin, 4 stars. Really enjoyed this. This was just proper like hard hitting action. They're both kind of bulky guys, especially Elgin, and they just they really went for it. Hit some high impact moves. There was a huge superplex in this match. Really fun big man match. Well, not big man, but like, you know, heavyweight match. You know, just big moves, big impact, and Elgin came out on top. Yeah, 4 stars out of 5. Then we had Kenny Omega versus Sanada, 4 1/4 stars out of 5. This was really good. Lots of athletic stuff in this one, obviously, with those 2 guys. Really scary spot on the outside where Omega did a moonsault off the guardrail onto Sanada, who was either a bit close, so I don't know what happened, and Omega ended up landing on his head, and yeah, that was really quite a scary one. Could have been a lot worse. But overall, really enjoyed the match. Not too much to say about it. I loved the ending sequence where he reversed Sanada's move, got him up onto his shoulder, and then spun around into the one-winged angel. Really nice finish. And then the main event was Kazuchika Okada versus Minoru Suzuki. And this was a 30-minute draw, the only one of the entire tournament. Although there's still 2 more days for me to watch. This was a fantastic match. 4 3/4 stars out of 5. One of the best matches of the tournament. It just felt like a war. It really did. You know, you felt the fatigue of Okada after his war with Evil from the 2 shows previous. You know, Suzuki is just Suzuki, just proper mad for it, and crazy and wild, and just trying to, you know, beat the shit out of Okada at any cost. His Suzuki Gun guys got sent to the back pretty early on, so it was just these 2 guys. Obviously, Gato was at ringside for Okada, but it became more about this personal bout between these 2 guys. And towards the end, it just kind of devolved into this kind of just slap battle. They must have slapped each other in the face at least 50 times each, and that's no exaggeration. And just when they've been going for like 25 minutes, they're sweating. It looks like it's humid there in that building, and there's just sweat just, you know, ricocheting off their bodies with every slap, and you know, they're reeling, and then they're getting a second wind, and they're laughing at each other, they're screaming at each other, they're slapping each other in the face. It's intense stuff, and that's the kind of you know, you do get a little desensitized to all the chops on the chest, but you know, slaps to the face is a bit of a different animal, and when you're taking that many, it's quite impressive, and it really engrosses you in this fight, you know. And there's just some great stuff in this match, and it just, you know, longer matches, if they're done well, they just really feel like so much more of a substantial piece of storytelling. And then of course they had Okada hitting the 3rd Rainmaker of the match, and he wasn't able to get over for the pinfall at the end. So I just thought it was fantastic. I really did. Give that match another 5 minutes and a decisive win, and that would probably be a 5-star match for me. Maybe even a couple more minutes. Loved it, absolutely loved it. And I guess this now sets up nicely for Okada and Omega. I'm assuming whoever wins that match goes to the final. And then we have Naito and Tanahashi main eventing day 17. The winner of that will go to the finals. So probably going to be looking at maybe an Omega Naito final. I don't see Tanahashi going to the final. It would be odd to have Naito and Okada, so I'm assuming Omega's going to beat Okada for the first time, or has beaten him for the first time about 4 hours ago. So I'm looking forward to day 18 quite a bit. But yeah, I'm going to power through more, and that's that. This is a whole bulk of videos. I'm sorry, I just need to get them out, and you know, I'm loving this tournament. It's been such a breath of fresh air, and I'll talk more about that when I wrap it up. So that's it for now. I'm going to roll on with day 17 and 18 and finish up this tournament. Almost there, almost there.
It's alright by me. Apart from the fact he throws cans of Carlin into a tree. Yeah, he's really cool. Yeah, he's really cool. But he's not quite as cool as you.